Hello friends and neighbors, and welcome to the last Banky Kitty 408 video of 2011.
What am I doing?
Hey, come on! Thanks for joining me.
What are you filming for?
Actually, that may not be true because, as it turns out, finding places with free Wi-Fi on New Year's Eve is kind of a challenge, so I might not get to upload this until 2012, but we'll go ahead and say this is the last video of 2011. So at the end of each year, at least the end of the last 2 years, I've tried to do some sort of end-of-year survey. And this year I thought I'd do a survey that I devised myself, which is called Best Favorite Most Interesting. I will go through a list of different kinds of media, like books, movies, television shows, theatrical productions, that I have encountered in the year 2011. They don't necessarily have to be things that were released in 2011, they just have to be things that I encountered for the first time in 2011. And I will decide which one of these things I thought was best, which one was my favorite, and which one I thought was the most interesting. And there is a distinction to be made between those three things, although it is possible to have overlap. So without further ado, let's get started. Books! Best book I read in 2011 was The 5 People You Meet in Heaven. Favorite book from 2011 is a three-way tie between Nation by Terry Pratchett, The Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson, and 5 Flavors of Dumb by Anthony John, which I just finished reading a couple of days ago and will probably be reviewing shortly. And most interesting book is a tie between 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher and Watchmen by Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons. Movies! Best movie I saw this year is a tie between Guess Who's Coming to Dinner and Do the Right Thing. Favorite movie I saw this year? Muppets. And most interesting movie I saw this year is actually a four-way tie between Blade Runner, Do the Right Thing, The Last Picture Show, and Good Night and Good Luck, which I just finished watching literally about 20 minutes ago. Television shows, and for this one it can be shows that have been releasing new material throughout the year that you've been watching. So it can be shows that you just encountered this year, or it can be shows that you've been watching for a while but you continued to watch it this year. Best: Doctor Who. Favorite? The Big Bang Theory. Most interesting? A tie between Doctor Who and The Big Bang Theory. Theatrical productions. This is any theatrical production that you saw in 2011, regardless of whether you've seen other productions of the show or not. Best: the showcase from my sister's living history class. Favorite? The Toledo Reps production of Secret Garden. Most interesting? A tie between the previous two. Song / album / musical work. Best: Hank Green's newest album, Ellen Hardcastle. Favorite? With all due respect to the work that Hank Green put into his newest album, The Banana Song by Wheezy Waiter. Most interesting? Ellen Hardcastle again. YouTube account, and for this one it's either one that's been releasing new material throughout the year that you've been watching or one that you just found and subscribed to this year. Best: Gem Llama. Favorite? Wheezy Waiter. Most interesting? A tie between Coded Lock Films and Life in 2011. Twitter account, and this is a Twitter account that you started following in 2011. Best: Death Star PR. Favorite? A tie between Death Star PR and Sorkinese. Most interesting? Joshua Lyman and Donatella Moss, because they go together, because they interact off of each other, and that's what makes those accounts so interesting. And finally, moments in 2011. Best, favorite, and most interesting are all the same, and I'm going to give you my top 5. Getting and working my new job as co-director of my church's praise team. My family's road trip to and from Seattle, where I watched my cousin get married and saw a good portion of the United States that I hadn't seen before. Mission trip to Henderson Settlement. VidCon. Duh. And asking out and dating my girlfriend for the last 9 months. That was predictable, wasn't it? But come on, what else could I pick for number 1? And that's it for me. If you'd like to do the survey yourself, please leave it as a video response to this video, and feel free to add your own pieces of media that I might have forgotten to put on here. Just make sure that it's still best, favorite, and most interesting. And until next time, to 2012. Let's hope the world doesn't end. See ya.